it's really easy to create a document that has words and pictures in Photoshop that will wrap the text, much like you would see in a magazine or in Word. But it's not like you just put the text box in there and it automatically does it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to start with a new document. I'm just going to make it letter size, but you can do it with any size that you choose with anything. So what I'll do first is just place a photo in here, just to give you an idea of how to make it work. So hold on, I should have made a folder for it, but let's stick this little guy in. So this is just some clip art from off the internet. So let's say I want to put him in the corner, but I want to type something around him and it not go through him. Notice with my text tool, if I start typing, it'll type over him. So Monica is so fabulous. So it doesn't know he's over there, but it wouldn't because we use layers in Photoshop. So let's erase that, and I'm going to show you how to make it so that it can go around it. So this one, I'm just going to do a basic box. You can do this with any shape, but I'm just going to do it with a basic box. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to my shape tool. I'm going to make sure rectangle is selected for this one because I'm doing a box. So make sure your rectangle tool is selected. Now, make sure you're aligning to it. That means there's no fill, and the stroke you want to be the same, because unless you want to box around all of your right here, which you should be, but after that you're going to go to sub. Show you that in a second. So I'm going to start off with my shape. Now you'll see a line because it's a layer, that line that attract front shape. So I want this little guy, I want my text to go over here like this and then go under him. So I'm going to start from the edge, but you don't really have to. I just like to make sure. So let's say I want my box because of where your letters are going to be. So I'm going to this little, it's like the cursor with this shape that we create. Size box. It's just a new box for us, but it's the shape we want. So now, and you'll see what happens. And you'll see how it starts to wrap. You can paste anything here or whatever, you know. I should have probably done that first, but you know, it'll keep wrapping. And so I'm just gonna copy and paste. I believe I'm set on yeah, my font, my writing is centered, so you know, different things and all that good stuff. So able to get the point here. So anyway, this is our box. So what I'm gonna do is I want to take this so that I can show you exactly, you know, how to keep it going. So one of the reasons you see this space over here, that comes because I don't have it on hyphenate and my word is too long. You'll see paragraph here and it'll show up for you. And if I click hyphenate, then what it will do, let me select again, click hyphenate, and it will take out those or not it for you, you know, all the good stuff. So I'm going to make the font a little bigger just to show you, you know, what it will do. So there you go. See, it starts to wrap over, and so that's what you want. You can do this with any shape. So once I select the check mark or move to another layer, you'll see that the outline goes away. If I select back on my rectangle, it comes back. You can delete this rectangle layer now because we don't need it anymore, just to keep your layers clean, but you don't have to, because as you can see, our text box is the right shape. And it's just like any other text, you know, if you want to move it, you know, you can move it around and stuff. You just have to be careful because it's not going to fix itself when it goes over this leprechaun or whatever shape you have there. So, you know, that's how that works. Now you can do this with any shape. Let's say you wanted to use, you know, you wanted to have a circle look. You can do the exact same thing. So let me show you that. Here we got our leprechaun. I'm going to draw a, going to make a new layer. new layer. And I'm going to draw a rectangle again. And let's say I want this to kind of curve around him. Then I'm going to go to subtract front shape, and then I'm going to select a circle or ellipse tool. You still want to make sure you don't have any stroke or fill, and bring that around like that. The shapes are not my favorite to work with in here, simply because, where'd it go? Let's select this again. Okay, so circles are not my favorite to work with because, I don't know, they're just weird to me. But, so anyway, you get that. So it's going to curve around him when it's time to, oh, see, I didn't select subtract front shape. Now, let's do it. There you go. And to fix this, so you see, it's going to want to type over there and do these weird curves. I'm going to show you what it looks like just to give you an idea. And so let's see if it'll go. Yeah, see what's happening there? Nope. All right. Let me fix it then, because it's not connecting these two. So what you want to do is come back over here. I'm going to select my rectangle again and join them. And all that does is it's going to join them, because subtract front shape. Or you can combine it. We'll see what happens. Okay. Now, you should be able to type. And you'll see this is the shape you get. So, you kind of play with it. In Photoshop, you can just kind of play with it to see what you get from it. Just basically because Photoshop isn't a path or magazine layout software, so you kind of have to use the tools that you have there. Illustrator does this a whole lot better, but then again, it's Illustrator. Now notice with this circle shape, it comes around and then skips over here. If you don't want it to do that, when you're setting up your box, cut that part out. But it's gonna just keep going in order. So when I was create this circle shape and then put this box here, if I would have gone down here to make this box and just cut that out, then it wouldn't have jumped over there. So hopefully this gives you an idea of how to create pseudo text wrapping in Photoshop for any documents that you might have. Hope this helps out.